Hi Capricorn, and welcome to your January 2019 general reading. This will be a brief sort of general look of the month, about the month ahead. I also do weeklies which show us how the month is progressing week by week. So give me a minute just to shuffle the cards and we take a look at what the general energies are for the sign of Capricorn. Okay. So what lies behind you is the Lover's card with the Eight of Wands. Okay, so as you come into the month of January, there's obviously a lot of contact between you and another person. The Lover's card can also represent choices that have to be made. It's part of the Fool's journey, and the Lover's card represents a choice between being your authentic self or going down the traditional route, staying with safety or moving into your true heart's desires. When we follow our heart's desires, we automatically find our life's purpose. And to not follow your heart's desires is extremely difficult on the heart. It begins to clog your heart energy. So what you most want is the World card, which is completion of one pattern, completion of a whole cycle in order to move forward to a new beginning. Now the gift is the Four of Discs. I'll talk about that in a minute. The challenge is the King of Pentacles. Okay, so I've already got a picture here about your desire energy, this desire to complete patterns, to move forward towards new cycles, with the conflicting sort of energy around your material security and your stability. Okay, so there's already an image showing up here, Ten of Swords in the relationship house. Don't worry about the Ten of Swords. I don't read it the way that other readers read it. Again, it's the end of a cycle, and it's right under the World card. It does tend to tell me that some actions have to be taken now. So I'll talk about it when I get there. Seven of Swords in the money and the work. So there's sort of an energy of, shall I stay or shall I go? And a job. Okay, so we'll talk about that when we get there. Queen of Wands in the spirituality house. So there's an awful lot of passion here going on. And your outcome is the Devil card. So you've got your own card showing up. So where to start with this reading? Okay, I'm already getting the tension between and the Lover's card, which is the Fool's journey, between a choice to follow your authentic path, which is always based on passion, always, or stay with what's safe and secure. That's exactly what's going on here, guys. Okay, so as I said, behind you is the Lovers with the Eight of Wands. So there might be a lot of communication between two people. Sometimes the Eight of Wands can be traveling to see a person, but sometimes it represents a lot of texting or a lot of contact but not getting together. But these two cards together are talking to me of an awful lot of passion and drive towards going down a certain pathway. And this pathway might include a relationship. But let's look, because what you want most is the World card. So the World card is the final major arcana. It's the end of one whole chapter in your life, okay? You want something resolved because you want to move on to the Fool's journey, okay? To be free, to move forward in your pathway, probably with that Queen of Wands showing up there in a way which is very, very passionate, okay? Because passion leads us to our destiny, and following it is the whole trick to life. It's when we block it that we fall into very painful patterns of depression, meaninglessness, okay? Because you've got the Four of Discs showing up and the King of Pentacles as both the gift and the challenge. So they're both about pentacles, so they both represent stability, security, patterns, and our sense of safety. The challenge with this King of Pentacles, it can be an earth sign person, but it might be you, okay? So there's probably some sort of torment going on in your head between breaking forward, following your desires, or staying safe. That's the whole story of this reading, okay? So why are these cards showing up? Yeah, there's a set of belief systems going on which are probably telling you all the reasons that you can't make the changes you so desire. Now, because the Four of Pentacles is the gift, it's not a negative to protect your stability and your security, okay? It's obviously not a negative, but the challenge is, to me, Capricorn, some of yous feel like you're in a prison because of this need for security, because the Eight of Swords is a set of belief systems that make you feel trapped. I'm going to ask a solution card for these. In the relationship house, you've got the Ten of Swords, which is right under the World card, two completion cards. Now, to understand the Ten of Swords, look to the cards that come before it, which is the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords. So this is being trapped in your thinking. There's a lot of anxiety, and by the time you get to the Ten of Swords, I find the Ten of Swords an action card. I would rather take a risk than be stuck where I was. And that's how I read the Ten of Swords, but I'm going to clarify it for you. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles is about slow, progressive movement towards what you actually want to happen in your life. There's definitely a cautiousness about moving forward, particularly in a relationship, but you are going to move forward, because to not move forward automatically puts you in the Eight and the Nine of Swords, which is a sort of living hell. And we're actually here on this earth to be happy. And even if you can just make very, very small steps forward towards what your heart truly desires, and I think a lot of you already know what that is, then you get to your goal eventually. In the money and work, you've got the Seven of Swords, okay, which can be, this is an archway card. You're not going forward and you're not going back yet. A bit like that Four of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. It's this urge to propel yourself forward, but your thinking processes are like keeping you in this archway. I'm going to clarify that. In your soul position, you've got the beautiful Queen of Wands, okay? So we're back to this passionate energy. A bit like the Lovers, a bit like the Eight of Wands. And the Queen of Wands is the Queen of Fire. She's about action. And it's action that takes us away from these energies about feeling trapped. And it doesn't have to be massive action. It can be small little steps towards your goal, which is going to get you where you need to be. And your outcome is the Devil card. So I don't know if this is some of you still staying trapped, still feeling that you can't quite move forward, when in fact what's going on here, Capricorn, is a set of belief systems and the not taking action. Because that King of Pentacles is such a stubborn, fixed energy, and it's your challenge. He moves about twice a year. This Knight moves faster because he's on a horse. And it doesn't matter, I almost just want to push you into some sort of action that's going to propel your life forward, because the Queen of Wands is the Queen of Passion, and passion is what propels our soul forward, and that's how we find our destiny and our vision for our lives. But if we don't take action, we stay stuck, we stay miserable, our heart becomes clogged up, and our whole life begins to suffer from it. Okay, now what is this devil about? Because this could be feeling trapped. It could be many things. But what is this devil about, please, for Capricorn? Look, you've got the King of Wands now. So there might be some huge burning sexual attraction going on here, guys. Look, this is two people who want exactly the same thing. It's not gender specific, with the devil in the middle. So this is almost very obsessional sexual attraction. But listen, even obsession is not a negative. It's the way the universe is trying to get your attention in order for you to move out this very, very fixed place that you're in, and this set of belief systems that are keeping you trapped. Because the lovers behind you is part of the Fool's journey, and we all get this card, which means we have to learn to follow our true heart's desire and not our conditioning energy, which always whispers in our ear to not rock the boat, don't take risks, don't take chances. And that is what seems to be keeping you. I don't know if you're stuck or not, actually. I'm going to ask an advice card for you. I could not. Yeah, that's your advice, the Knight of Wands. It's moving forward, taking some sort of action towards your passion, towards your vision, towards your heart's desires. That is your advice card. It's about moving forward. It doesn't matter how cautiously you move. It doesn't matter how slowly you move, Capricorn. It's about taking the first steps. And that Knight of Wands as an advice card is absolutely clear here that to move out of this energy, and that King of Pentacles, which is I will not move, you've got to take some action. Because we suffer so badly when we do not follow the dictates of our soul. And one of the ways our soul communicates us is through passion. Yeah, it's through attraction. It's through our true and deepest longings. Please sort of move forward this month, Capricorn. It doesn't matter how small it is. It's about breaking through stuck places. And there you go, the Ace of Cups. There's a blessed energy going on here. I think for a lot of you, it's coming through the energy of love and attraction. But it's the eye of God, really. I use the word God, the eye of the all, which is looking down, trying to awaken you from this quite stuck sense of you're not fixed. Life is movable, life is energy, and this love is trying to wake you up. And you know what, if I was you, I would say yes, and I would move forward. One step is better than no steps, but just move forward towards your destiny. Look out for the weekly updates. I think it's going to be a very exciting month for you. You don't have to suffer. You can just say yes, guys, okay? Loads of love. Bye.